So EA have released Team of the Season Bundesliga Cup. Now, to win 18 games, you get yourself the Xavi Simons. Play up to 15, you get a load of player picks. And then win 17 downwards gives you a load of packs, players, and a guaranteed +1 to your Team of the Season card. But it's only if to 93. So basically, you can turn any Team of the Season from 93 to 94, 92 to 93, etc. Plus a load of more cards and packs. Now, the interesting thing with this cup in general is if you have a look here, you've got 25 games to win 18. And underneath my camera is the requirements for the cup. And not only that, it is also max chemistry. Now, here's what I don't understand. It says you can have, or you must have, sorry, at least 7 Team of the Seasons. Now, evolutions don't count. So if you've got a Team of the Season evolution card, it doesn't count. But as you can see here, moments count, etc. So I've gone for 2 icons and a hero. Even though it's max chemistry, they're just the best in their positions that I have. And then we've gone for these. Now, put a goal bench at 75 rated on all of them. But remember, it's not golden goal. It is max chemistry. So we are going to go into a game, and you want to treat this as if it's weekend league or foot champs or whatever you call it. It is going to be sweaty, and do not play on 94 MS. Never ever do that because you're going to have a bad time. Now, like I said, you can win up to 18 games out of 25, or you can win all 25 if you want to. But if you don't win 18 out of 25, say you get 17, 16, etc., what will happen is you will not get the Xavi Simons card. So it is really important that you treat every game as an absolute sweat fest. And let's just see what our opponent's team's like as we get into the game here, as we're loading up. So we are getting into the game. Now, my biggest piece of advice for anyone that wants to try and play slightly top tier FIFA or FC is to be very, very composed. Don't be stressed, don't be worried, don't be anxious about it. Just play the game to your strengths. Choose players that fit your system. And we'll talk about the players after we get this game out of the way. And we can see here already our player had a bit of a weaker team than us, but doesn't necessarily mean we're going to have a better game than him in that sense. So you can see here we're using a Mega because he's got Rapid. We've also got Damsgaard because it's a new player I like to use, and he's got Pinged. And I'm just using players into the strength here. Now, a couple cards you're going to see and a lot of tactics people are going to use, just like this guy who we're playing against now is using, is he's trying to do the speed boost, and he's playing in a shadow stadium. So basically it means a stadium with a shadow. As we do make a very good save, a bit unlucky not to go 1-0 down. But what these people are doing in general are just trying to get to their tactics the best way. Now you can see we've got ourselves in a good situation. Use a speed boost against him. Back around again. Just taking our time with it. Not rushing. Nowhere to go. No worries. Open up for the space. It's a really good tackle in the end. But you can see we're not rushing into attacks. I'm not worried if I don't score on my first attack or not. I'm just looking for the most consistent way through and making sure I just don't make silly mistakes, essentially. That's the worst thing you want to do, is make a mistake and give ourselves the game up. So we get ourselves a situation here, and unfortunately, Omega is offside, but not a worry. And another thing to add into this as well, as you can see, the time does go much faster. So please make sure you are game managing. If you know what game managing is, if you are 1-0 up and there's like 2 minutes left in your game, that will go quicker than you think. So don't lose the ball in a silly way, and then don't give it away in that sense. Now we've got ourselves a good opportunity here. Going to run through. Malanga, cross goal, good goalkeeper movement from our opponent. That's another thing as well. People will move their keepers. This will be sweatier than your normal games. But be careful here, so he's going to put his defender through. Try and defend this if we can. That's fine. That's completely fine still. Okay, now we can be a little bit worried as he scored. So he scored a goal. See there, the game's going on. He's paused it for me. Do not quit these games. These are not golden goal. You only have 25. If we go one behind, that's completely fine. He wants to quit because he knows that maybe he should not be winning this, and he's been a little bit lucky with the chance he's had. But again, we're not losing our cool. We may be 1-0 down. That's completely fine. We're going to get into this, and we're going to take our time and just concentrate a little bit more than trying to commentate at the same time. We're going to take this one. Like I say, it doesn't matter if you lose. You have got X amount of games to lose. But like I say, the worst thing you can do is quit and go, right, I'm going to go on to the next one. Unless you do go like 4 or 5 goals down, then yeah, fair enough. But you see, we've already got ourselves another chance. He's moved his keeper, and we're just punishing for that. And there we go. We're back in the game. Nothing to worry about. We waited for his goalkeeper movement because we noticed it the first time when I said it. And now we got ourselves into a relatively good position here. Oh, nearly had Damsgaard through there. And some of these cards I'm using, you'll have just from objectives. The reason why I chose them are not necessarily my best cards, but again, he moved his keeper, so I've got to be careful of that goalkeeper movement here. As we get ourselves another goal there, using our green time, using everything to our advantage, and now we're 2-1 up. Now, if we left the game when our opponent paused for us, you know, we could have quit. We wouldn't have maybe not got this win. Now, we've still got a little way to go, but I feel like if I get one more goal, he will probably quit here. But this is what I mean. Even going 1-0 down, it's not the end of the world. Goalkeeper moving again, and he's absolutely slide tackled my... I can't believe he got away with that. It's a mad tackle. Should be 3-1 there. But again, not to worry. Keeping our concentration. Wait for the mistakes. If he wants the time waste because it's coming up to extra time or half time even, that's completely fine. As he does make a mistake here, we may have one more chance. Oh, we nearly had a Langer through there, but not a worries. And that is going to be half time. So, like I said, we were 1-0 down. He paused it for us. We could have quit. We're like, no, we're not going to quit. Made it to 2-1 RM. We probably should have been 3-1, maybe even 4-1 if we finished our chances. But I'm not worried. I'm just taking my time, taking it into system. Like I say, if I go 2 goals down or 3 goals down, I'm like, yeah, I'm just not beating this guy. Quit. But just remember, friendlies are done on your ELO now. So the more games you quit, it doesn't change your ELO. So you'll still be at the same level as you were before. So it's still better to play these games out even if you are losing, because your next opponent, in theory, will be a little bit easier because your ELO would have changed. You can see here we've got ourselves a good opportunity. Great slide tackle block again. We do manage to pick up the ball here. Do we get it? Come on, Bellingham. Again, not worried. Make the tackle back. Just controlling the game at our strengths. Got ourselves Damsgaard through here. Oh, I don't know how we have not got ourselves a... Oh, I don't know how we didn't get the ball there either. Getting a little bit lucky with some of these, but that's completely fine. We don't want to drag our players out. It's a big mistake we can make. Very unlucky not to get the interception there. Again, just marking the space, not worrying. Let the defenders do the work. We've made a slight mistake there. We do get away with that. That's completely fine. Again, just slow it down for a second. Little 1-2. Great through. What can we get on the end of it? We can. Again, just taking our time. Not to worry, not to panic. Look for the ball outside. Good defensive move from our opponent. We do get ourselves a Langer through here, though. Elanga, and there we go. There's another goal, and there's the race quit, as I said. Didn't mean to greedy. That's his automatic celebration, unfortunately. And we get ourselves the win there, and we did that by just taking our time, using our strengths, not being worried if we go 1 down, not being worried if we make a mistake. Now, if I go back to my team, like I said at the beginning of the video, and explain why I chose the players that I have, you want to go with your strengths in this cup. You want to go with players that you like using or play styles you like using. So right now, at this minute in time, finesse shots are absolutely broken and low drivens are absolutely broken. So Omega is an SBC card. He's got low driven plus. Elanga is also an SBC card. He's got low driven plus. And as you can see here, not only that, 5-star weak foot, 4-star, 4-star. But they both have rapid plus as well. So that also helps me on the counter attack. And then we've got Damsgaard, who's got finesse shot, ping pass, and technical. So ping pass is really good. Then our DMs can be anyone who's just got bruiser, anticipate, intercept, whatever you want. Incisive's a massive one for me. Plus, I need a Rosicki to bring the entire team rating down. Then we have Bellingham here, who's just a card I wanted to try. Maybe not the best for that position. And then your defense is going to be your strongest. Like, your attack needs to be very strong. Your midfield is where you can maybe subsidize a position or two, but your defense needs to be the strongest it is. And that's how you're going to win more games in the cup. Any questions, please let me know down below. Don't forget, treat every game like a weekend league final. You only have 25 games to get all 18 wins, so make sure you're doing that. Do not quit because these won't count towards played either. And I'll catch you in the next video.